Today we're going to make a colorful center circle on GoodKnit Kisses. Stay tuned. Welcome to GoodKnit Kisses. We're all about helping you stitch your love and love your stitches. Today's loom is the Clover Flower Loom. It's also called the Hannah Ami. Your loom colors may change from country to country and your needle might be a little bit different. I'm going to use a metal needle today. Use whatever you feel comfortable with. Let's grab the loom that we need for this project. In this video, we're using the large round loom and your tapestry needle. Click on the link in the description below to get all the materials you need from our blog with all the yarns used in this tutorial. This colorful center flower is really cool and unique. I really enjoy it, and it's a spin-off of one that I showed here. I'm going to show you how to wind the loom and start this center part on here to get these colors and make this. It's working with 4 colors, but it's based upon this flower here I showed in a video with darning the center and also making the back stitch. So you can click on that video at the end here. I'm going to show you how to get started and the steps in between so that you can make something like this or your own spin-off and choose your own color patterns. All right, let's begin. You want to start with your main color for the petals. I'm using purple, and I'm just going to pick a spot here and go down. And we're just going to tie a knot and start wrapping around the loom. Okay, so we're going to wrap so that we can get a center darning technique here. So we're going to go to the right of this bottom peg and go to the right of this peg here on the top and go around and down, and we're going to come down on the same side where we started and then go around. That's the only time we use that technique here, and then all the other pegs are going to look a little different. So we're going to go to the right on this peg over here, come down, that's on the left side, and come to the right of this peg on the bottom here and around. So let's do that again. Up, around, down. We're going to the opposite side of this peg, to the right side and around on the left, and come to the right on the peg up here and down again. And so we just wrap all the way around. I'm using my thumb to hold it down. Right after I wrap that, I come down here and pull. Okay, and I just turn that loom as I go. And as you need to, be sure and push those down, those petals down, so that they don't jump off. Okay, now I only did 1 layer around on this flower here, like this, but you could make 2 layers around. I'm just going to continue with the 1 so we don't get confused when we're going through these techniques over here. All right, so you're going to spin it around and be sure and cut your yarn and tie it off. And we're going to tie this in a little bow tie like you tie your shoes. All right. Then the next step, you need to do the center darning technique. If you need a reminder, I'll put a link over here for how to do that on the video. I'll get it started for you. So I'm going to get my yarn for the center. Now let's talk about the center for a second. It's using 2 colors. So I'm using a pink to do the main darning center, and it's going to be the one that holds it. Now this this coral color or peach color, it's going to come on as an accent after I'm done. So I'll show you how to get those specifically in that patterning. So we're going to pick up our tapestry needle and thread it through with our second color. This is whatever you want this to start off as. It could even be, you could work in all purples and go with a really dark purple and then kind of work a little lighter and keep going all the way out to white if you wanted to. Now, this is a center winding technique that I just did. So you want to kind of find the center right here, right there. See how it's kind of an opening? I like to kind of play with that hole and kind of get it ready for a center. And then I come to the back and come up. Actually, that's the center there. So it's a little easier to find when I do it that way. Let's pull through and get a tail at the back. All right, so we're going to hold this tail in the back here. And then I'm going to come to this top petal here and come down to the center. Well, down the middle of this petal here. And then just pull all this extra yarn through. You really need just about a yard to work with here. And then we're going to come up through the center again and pull it. Okay. And then go to the next petal over and go down. That tail a little longer. And you go down and then go up through the center again. And you'll just continue doing that until you have all of the loops fed through. And then you'll have your two tails at the back. And then you'll want to tie a knot in the back and clip it off, or just let them hang and you can tie them up later. So go ahead and go all the way around. I'll meet you back up for your third color. See you in a moment. All right, now that we've done the center darning method, we can go on to the next part. Now, you can skip this part if you don't like this, but I added in a little bitty accent of another color I was going to see in here. So this is where that coral or peach color comes in. If you want to continue on with this color, you would continue with the back stitch, so you'll just skip to that next part in the video here. All right, I want you to leave the pink on here, or whatever the center one is, if you're going to use it again later on in these strands up here that you're doing the back stitch on. This part area is called the back stitch, and it makes this looking stitch on the back here. Okay, so I'm going to thread my second color, or actually this is my third color on, and just come straight up the back, leaving a tail. Okay, and then I'm just going to come straight down. And notice I just turned where this beginning slot is to the side, just because I just want it out of my way. You can start anywhere really. We're just dividing the loom up. Okay, so now we're going to come through the center again, and we're going to go straight up. Instead of going all the way around, we're going to just keep dividing it up. So I'm going to go straight up and then down again through that petal. Okay, now we've got a straight line, come up through the middle again, and now we're going to cross it up. We're going to go to the right or the left first, it doesn't matter. Go straight across to that petal and down, up through the middle again, and then over to the opposite side. So this petal here, go down, okay. So now to divide it again, you're going to go in the middle, okay, and now I'm going to go up to that one that we did first, and we're going to go over, skip 2 and go down this one here, and it happens to be the middle because there's 2 in between here and then 2 in between here. So we're going to go down here, and then we'll go to the opposite side. Go through the middle first and then the opposite side, I should say. Okay, so tell, you go straight down and then over 2, and then the third one is where we're going. Okay. Up through the middle again, down and over 2, 1, 2, and then on the third one, go in that petal. And then, of course, you have the idea. You're going to go down to this other side. So now I have this center done. Now, of course, you can stop here if you like that, or you can start with your back stitch. If you want to continue with this color, then you would start the back stitch where I'll do it. I'm going to pick up the pink and show you how to start the back stitch here. So this is where I started. So we finish this part here, and then we pick up, oh, I'm sorry, actually I'm going to pick up the peach. So we're going to keep the peach on my needle, and we're going to work with the peach color first, but you can pick up the pink and start working with that one. That's why you leave it long. So when it comes to the color that you want to do, you'll just start picking that color up. I'm going to show you how to do the back stitch, and then you'll be able to finish this off, and then you just weave in your tails. And for more information on the back stitch, be sure and click on that video, because it's going to show you how to change colors on it, or change to the next round. So I'm going to get you starting on it. All right, so here we go. So I've already come down, right, let's find it, came right here. So this is where my yarn is coming. So I'm already under, normally I go under 4 of them. So I'm just going to go from the middle here. I'm going to skip over. So that's 1 strand, and then 2, 3 strands, and then 4. So I'm coming through the middle petal over here. And then I'm going to pull my yarn through. Get this tail, other one out of the way. And then now I can start my back stitch how I normally do it. Okay, so it's coming up between these 2 petals here. I'm going to go back 2 and go underneath 4. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And make sure not to grab these tails that belong to these here. So if you can see that, I'm going underneath the 4, pulling through. And where I'm coming up through the middle of a petal. And this will create that first stitch. And when we see that stitch, we want to go ahead and push it down and get the slack out, and then rotate. And now I'm coming up through this petal. So I'm going to go back 1, 2. So we're going to go underneath here, and then we're going to go have 1, 2, 3, 4. And this works out because I can show you how to hide behind here. So if you see that, I'm getting these out of the way. We're going to pull this on through. Okay, so we made one more back stitch. Nice and pretty. And let's do it again. So we're going to go skip 1, 2. We're going underneath, in between this petal here, skipping a whole petal and going up in the middle of this one here, pulling it through, and it'll make our 3rd stitch. And then push it down. Oh, like that. Okay, so now that we're out of the way of this mess here, I'll show you one more time. So we're going to go back to where this one came down in, okay? That's how you find it. And then you're going under 3 of them, or I'm sorry, you're going under 4 of them, and pull it. This is the last one I'm going to do. All right. So now you get the idea, and in order to get the rest of them, you just pick up the color when you're ready to work with it. I could continue with all of these, make 1 to 4, and I really like that this one used all these extra yarns here, and then I finished off with a white here. So I actually have 4 colors in this design. And there you have the colorful center flower, and I love it. I would love to know what colors that you would like to make with it, or what you have made. Be sure and tag me on social media, and click on the comments below which is your favorite flower. I've got all these other videos too, so be sure and check out the bow flower, the square one, the layered. We've got them in raffia as well, the straw flower. I can't wait for you to check those out. So click on that next video, and I'll see you over there soon. If you haven't subscribed, please do so right now and click that bell icon. Thanks for joining us today, where we help you stitch your love and love your stitches. See you again soon.